Today we are discussing our next chapter. The chapter is lines and angles. Here we are discussing some basic ideas, some basic properties of lines and angles. Okay, these all ideas are very important that we need not only this year where we study about lines and angles. Okay, the same idea, the same property we follow in all the cases. So I remind you once, these all are very important. Okay, you must study well all the ideas. So what do you mean by line? If we hear the name as a line, then it's very clear. We recall it the idea. What is that? Line means is an endless. Correct? We is not having end points. In the case of line, we are representing the line like this. Correct? Line, then is a representation of line. This means here we not have any end points. Then we just give the name like this, A, B. Then we denote AB as a line. Then how do we denote AB? AB, the representation is like this, correct? This one we read it as line AB. This one we read it as line AB. Then this is the representation of line. This is the line, correct? If we goes on the both side, we not get any endpoints there. That one is called as line. Then next we discuss about the line segment. What do you mean by line segment? Yes, line segment is a part of a line, is a portion of a line, correct? Have two endpoints. ലൈൻ സെഗ്മെന്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ലൈനിൻ്റെ ഒരു പോർഷനാണ്, ഒരു പാർട്ടാണ്. എന്താണ് ഡിഫറൻസ്? ദ ഡിഫറൻസ് ഈസ് ദ ലൈൻ സെഗ്മെന്റ് വി ഹാവ് ദ ടു എൻഡ് പോയിന്റ്സ്. അതിന് എന്തുണ്ടാവും? രണ്ട് എൻഡ് പോയിന്റ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവും. ഒരു നിശ്ചിത ലെങ്ത് മാത്രമുള്ള ഒരു ലൈൻ, ഒരു പെർട്ടിക്കുലർ ലെങ്ത് മാത്രം, അല്ലേ? 7 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ, 8 സെൻറ്റിമീറ്റർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് കൃത്യമായിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ മെഷർമെൻറ്റ് കൃത്യമായിട്ട് എടുക്കാം. എൻഡിങ്, correct? So that type of line or the portion of line is called line segment. Line segment, how it we denote? We drawing the line segment like this. We mark the points on the end. Then we name this PQ. Correct? That means is a portion, is a part of a line have two end points. Is not extending after this. Is not goes on after this. The end points is P and Q. That means the length of the line segment means what is the measurement from P to Q. That is the length of line segment PQ. So is we representing the PQ like this? How should we denoting? We are representing PQ, correct? PQ. Then how should we read this one? It's a line segment PQ. We already learned this in the lower sections. Then just we are recalling the idea that much only, okay? Then this one is a line segment. Line segment have two end points. So how do we denote? This is the denotation of line segment. Then one more is there. What is that? Ray. What is ray? Ray is a part of the line have only one end points. Is only one end point. Here also is not possible to find the exact measurement because it's not ending. We have only one end point. There is originating from only one point. Correct? The line starting from one point, that one is a ray. Correct? Then what is ray? Ray has only one end point. Noting, we drawing the ray like this. Then this one have the one end points. That one is called it as S and T. Then S is the end points of the ray. Okay, then A is originating from, is starting from one point. That one is called ray. It's a line, it's a part of the line starting from one point. It's a starting from one point, or is a portion of a line has only one end point is called ray. Then how do we represent? We are representing the ray like this, the ray ST, correct? We are representing ray ST like this. Then this we call it as ray ST. The first one, how do we read this one? Is a line AB. line segment PQ and ray ST. Okay, then the next we discussing about the angles. Then how to we make an angles? If two rays or two line segments are intersect each other, two means is originating from one point, two rays or two line segments intersecting at one point, then there exists the angles. രണ്ട് റേയോ രണ്ട് ലൈൻ സെഗ്മെൻറ്റോ ഒരു പോയിന്റിൽ ഇന്റർസെക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എന്തുണ്ടാവും? അവിടെ ആംഗിൾ ഉണ്ടാവും. കറക്റ്റ്? The rays or line segment intersect or meet at one point, then they form an angle. Then what we call it this? We give the name like this here: A, B, C, and here P, Q, R. Then what is the name of this angle? The angle name is angle ABC, and here angle PQR. Correct? Angle PQR. Then this one is called the vertex. Correct? The vertex of the angle. B is the vertex of the angle, the corner of the angle. And Q is also the vertex of the angle. What we call the rays to make the angle? ഈ ആംഗിൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ഈ റേസിനെ നമ്മൾ എന്താ വിളിക്കുക? എ ബി ഇസ് ദ റേ. എ ബി ഇസ് ദ റേ to form the angle, and BC is also the ray form the angle ABC. Correct? Then what we call it? AB. AB is the arms of the angle. Correct? Arms. What we call it? AB. AB is the arms of the angle, and BC is also arms. So arms. Correct? And here this also arms of the angle. ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന റേ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ലൈൻ സെഗ്മെന്റ് അത് നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണ് എന്തെന്ന്? ആംസ്. Then you know this idea because we already learned it, the angle in the lower classes. Correct? Then the two rays or two line segments is intersect at one point, they meet at one point, they form an angle. രണ്ടിൽ റേയോ ലൈൻ സെഗ്മെന്റോ ഒരു പോയിന്റിൽ ഇന്റർസെക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ എന്തുണ്ടാവും മക്കളെ? ഒരു ആംഗിൾ ഉണ്ടാവും. അങ്ങനെ ആംഗിൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന ലൈൻ സെഗ്മെന്റിനെയും റേനെയും നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണെന്ത്? ആംസ്. ഓക്കെ, ദ ആംസ് ഓഫ് ദി ആംഗിൾ. And the meeting point is called vertex of the angle. Clear? The next idea is complementary and supplementary angles. I think you already know what in by the complementary and supplementary angles. Once again we are recalling the ideas. What in by complementary and supplementary? These two are says on the base of sum of angles. Okay? If the sum of the angle is 90 degree, the sum of two angle is 90 degree, then is called complementary angles. Okay, what is complementary angles? I told you already, these two are we says on the base of sum of the angles. If the sum of the two angles is 90 degree, then what we call? We call it as complementary angle. Okay, the sum of the two angles is 90 degree, then the angles are called complementary. Okay, രണ്ട് ആംഗിൾസിൻ്റെ സമ്മ് 90 ആണെങ്കിൽ ആ ആംഗിൾസിനെ നമ്മൾ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണെന്ത്? കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്ററി ആംഗിൾ. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ 70 and 20. Okay, 70 and 20. 70 plus 20 is equal to 90 degree. Correct? 70 plus 20 is equal to 90 degree. Therefore 70 and 20 are complementary angles. 70 plus 20 is 90 degrees. So what we call 70 and 20? 70 and 20 are complementary angles. Then complementary means the sum is 90. Don't forget the idea. Okay, what is complementary? Complementary means the sum of the two angle is 90 degree, then is called complementary angles. For example, the 70 and 20. 70 plus 20 is equal to 90 degrees. So 70 and 20 are complementary angles. Okay. Then what we call 20. 20 is called 70 and 20 are called complementary angles, but 20 is called the complement of 70. Okay. What we call 20? 20 is called the complement of 70. And what we call it 70? 70 is called the complement, not a complementary, complement of 20. Okay. 20 is the complement of 70 and 70 is the complement of 20. The other example, okay, the other example, 60 and 30. 60 and 30 are complementary. 60 and 30 are complementary. Why? Why? Because 60 plus 30. Since 60 plus 30 is equal to 90, correct? 60 plus 30 is equal to 90. 60 plus 30 is 90 degree, then we conclude they are complementary. Then what we call it 60? 60 is the complement of 30 and 30 is the complement of 60. Okay, then how do we identify the pair of angles is a complementary angle? That is very easy, we just add them. For example, how do we check the two angles? The two angles, to example, 25 and 55. 25 and 55. Then, is 25 and 55 are complementary? How do we analyze? How do we check is they are complementary or not? Very easy, we just add them, 25 and 55, we just add them, correct? Then we just adding 25 plus 55, 25 plus 55, yes, that one is 80. 8 is not equal to 90, correct? 25 plus 55 is 80 is not equal to 90. That the sum is not equal to 90 means what we call. Therefore, 25 and 55 are not complementary angles. They are not complementary angles. Then how do we find the complement of 25? How do we find the complement of 25? Know that here we have the idea. What we call it 70. 70 is the complement of 20. What we call it 20. 20 is the complement of 70. Why? Because if we add both together 70 and 20, then we get 90. അല്ലേ എന്താണ് നമ്മളിവിടെ പഠിക്കുന്ന നോക്കണേ ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ നോക്കുന്നു 20നെ 70ൻ്റെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് എന്ന് പറയും അതുപോലെ 70നെ 20ൻ്റെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് എന്ന് പറയും എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് അങ്ങനെ പറയുന്നത് കാരണം അത് രണ്ടും കൂടെ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എത്ര കിട്ടും 90 കിട്ടും അതുപോലെ ഇവിടെ 60 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 30യുടെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആണ് അതുപോലെ 30 60യുടെയും കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആണ് അങ്ങനെ രണ്ടും പരസ്പരം അങ്ങോട്ടും പറയാൻ തിരിച്ചും പറയാൻ കാരണം എന്താണ് കാരണം 60യും 30യും കൂടെ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എത്ര കിട്ടും 90 കിട്ടും then how do we find the complement of 25 the complement of 25 is an angle that we add with 25 then what we get there a 90 degree correct if we add one angle to 25 if we get the angle measure the total the sum is equal to 90 degree so we conclude that one is the complement of 25 അല്ലേ നമ്മളൊരു ആംഗിൾ 25നോട് ഏതോ ഒരു ആംഗിൾ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് 90 കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആ ആംഗിളിനെ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കും ഇതിൻ്റെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആണെന്ന് പറയും then how do we find that one that is very clear how do we get 70 based on 20 and 90 the 70 is 90 minus 20 then how do we find the complement of 20 the complement of 20 is 90 minus 20 90 minus 20 is 70 70 and 20 are complementary angles How do we get the complement of 70? The complement of 70 is very clear, that one is 20, correct? The complement of 70 is 20. Then how do we get that? That is very clear. 90 minus 70. 90 minus, what is 90 minus 70? 90 minus 70 is equal to 20, correct? So how do we find the complement of a particular angle? That is very clear. If we subtract that angle from 90 degree, then we get the complement of the angle. So how do we write the complement of 25? Then the complement of 25 is equal to 90 minus 25. What is 90 minus 25? 90 minus 25 is equal to 65. Correct? 65. So, what is the complement of 25? The complement of 25 is equal to 65. എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഒരു ആംഗിളിൻ്റെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആംഗിൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക മക്കളെ? ഏത് ആംഗിളിൻ്റെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആണോ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത് അത് ഏതിൽ നിന്ന് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ മതി? 90 സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ മതി, അല്ലേ? 90 ആ ആംഗിൾ സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്താൽ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? ആ ആംഗിളിൻ്റെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് കിട്ടും. ഓക്കെ, then I think you got the idea how to find the complement and how to we analyze, how to we check the pair of angles are complementary or not. എങ്ങനെയാണ് തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന രണ്ട് ആംഗിൾസ് കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്ററി ആണോ അല്ലയോ എന്ന് നോക്കുക. അതുപോലെ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഒരു ആംഗിളിൻ്റെ കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കുക. Is clear? I think you got the idea. Now we got the idea about the complementary angles and the complement of angle and how to find the complement of given angle and how to we check the pair of angles are complementary or not, correct? The next we are discussing about the supplementary angles. The supplementary angles is also is based on the sum of the angles. Okay, complementary, the two angle sum is equal to 90. Here the only the difference, if the sum of the two angle is 180 degree, then we call them as a supplementary angles. Okay, then what is supplementary angles? What is supplementary angle? The sum of two angles is 180 degree, then the angles are called supplementary angles. രണ്ട് ആംഗിൾസിൻ്റെ സം, ഒരു പെയർ ഓഫ് ആംഗിൾസിൻ്റെ സം 180 ഡിഗ്രി ആണെങ്കിൽ ആ ആംഗിൾസിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കുക? സപ്ലിമെൻ്ററി. ഓക്കെ, ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ why we call it 150 and 30 are supplementary angle? Because 150 plus 30 is equal to 180 degree, correct? 150 and 30 is equal to 180 degree, therefore 150 and 30 are supplementary angles. Okay, 150 and 30 are supplementary angles. Then here also what we call it 30, 150 and 30 together we call it as a supplementary angle, but 30 is called supplement. Okay, supplement of 150 and 150 is the supplement of 30. Okay, clear? നമ്മൾ 30 എന്താ വിളിക്കുക? 30 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 150യുടെ സപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആണ്. 150 എന്താണ്? ഇസ് എ സപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ഓഫ് 30. ഓക്കെ, ഫോർ അതർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഈസ് 60 and 120 are supplementary? 60 and 120 are supplementary or not? How do we check? We just add them. Okay, then therefore 60 plus 120 is equal to 180, correct? 60 plus 120 is equal to 180, then what we call? So 60 and 120 are supplementary. Okay, how do we check 60 and 120 are supplementary? 60 plus 120 we add them. Okay, 60 and 120, 60 plus 120 is equal to 180, so what we conclude? So 60 and 120 are supplementary angles. Here what we call it 120, here we call the 120 as the supplement of 60 and 60 is the supplement of 120. 120 നമ്മൾ എന്ത് വിളിക്കും? സപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആണ് ഏതിൻ്റെ? 60യുടെ. 60 എന്താണ്? is a supplement of 120. Clear? Then how do we check? One more example, how do we check uh, is 115 and 55 are supplementary? Then how do we check these are supplementary or not? We just add them, correct? 115 plus 55, 115 plus 55, what do you get? Yes, is 170. Then is 170 is not equal to 180, correct? Then 115 plus 55 is 170, not equal to 180. So what we conclude? Therefore 115 and 55 are not supplementary, are not supplementary angles. Okay, then I think you got the idea how to we check the given angles, the given angles are supplementary or not. Then I told you what we call it 120. 120 is the supplement of 60. And how do we get the supplement of 60? The supplement of 60 is 120. Then how do we get that one? Correct? If the question asks to find the supplement of 60, how to find? Yes, as like the previous, here the total, the sum is equal to 180. So for finding the supplement of 60, what we do? We just subtract the given angle from 180, then we get the supplement. Correct? 180 minus 60 is 120. അല്ലേ, ഒരു ആംഗിളിൻ്റെ സപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ 180യിൽ നിന്ന് ആ ആംഗിൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക? ആ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഏത് ആംഗിളിൻ്റെ സപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് ആണോ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത് അത് സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുക. സബ്ട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് കിട്ടും? നമുക്കതിൻ്റെ സപ്ലിമെൻ്റ് കിട്ടും. Then here you just the question asks to find the supplement of 120. Then what we do? The supplement, for finding the supplement of 120, we just subtract 180, 120 from 180. That is 180 minus 120. Then what we get? 60. That means 60 is the supplement of 120. Okay. Then what is the supplement of 115? How to find the supplement of 115? Then is very easy. Therefore supplement of 115 is equal to 180 minus 115. Correct? 180 minus 115. 180 minus 115, what is the answer? The answer is 65. Correct? 65. What is the supplement of 115 degree? The supplement of 150 degree is equal to 65. Okay, the supplement of given angles.